I think I can do this with just the prevailing light. In the last 10 days, I've watched actually about 20 uh, good to really good black and whites movies and uh, about maybe 5 color movies, but almost none of them of the present era. Almost all the movies I watched were from the 30s and 40s and 50s, mostly black and white. And I want to kind of give a review and encourage. Oh, I can go back and I'll put a link up on community posts to it. I want to tell you about a movie that, you know, I like movies with that don't necessarily have a happy ending or whatever like that. But then there are movies that are uh, heartwarming and reinforce morality and make you feel good, and even sometimes when the his community thinks that that he's screwing them. I think I can say that with get a within the PG-13 limit I'm gonna put on this. Uh, he's actually, you'll find out, he's doing good by them all. He's a guy who believes in square dealing. He knows how to make a deal. He knows how to read and stick to a contract. That's what I was talking about earlier about people who entered into contracts with the Tiemans and the Timmermans. And apparently they didn't have much, but the people later want to use that as ammunition against people that they don't like because they're simply wealthier than them. That's class envy. Class envy gets you nowhere. I don't. I'll get to that later if I'm. The name of the movie is, and his name is so appropriate. It's starring a guy named Guy Kibbee. You've never heard of him. It's the only movie I've ever seen him in. 1941. The name of the movie is his name, the fictitious name, Scattergood Baines, and that's Baines. Scatter good, as in literally scattering good. And from the very beginning of the movie, you can see that this is a man who is not racist, not he's generous, and he was just, yeah, dude, I know you got a tough job and stuff driving an empty. It's not even empty. It's not even. But he knows how to make it a deal, and he knows how to start with very little. And America used to be full of people like that. They were called legal immigrants. Uh, it's a great movie. The focus is good and sharp and clear, and it's so much. It's got romance in it. It's the kind of movie that I would recommend to my Roman Catholic friend who doesn't allow any kind of uh, you know gratuitous violence, no sex scenes, no vulgarity permitted in his home, as per the rules of his wife, since it's her home. Like the Mexicans say, a home is built upon the back of a woman. It's her home. It's her children. We men are just there to provide. And Scattergood Baines ultimately really provides for his whole community. And he does it in a fashion, he doesn't give them charity. I'll give you that clue. It's not charity. He's just a square dealer. I don't want to give away the whole movie. As a matter of fact, I got a compliment on. I did a review on a movie and didn't give away the surprise ending at all. People appreciated that. I just encouraged them to watch it. Told them it had flow. Scattergood Baines. It starts off a little bit slow with him walking down the road. He's just a middle-aged man looking for a place that he can really kind of settle down and call home. And he finds that place in Cold River is the name of the little town. It's a wonderful movie. It's got flow. It's keeps you interested the whole time. And he shows you that there are people in America, because I used to have one in my neighborhood, Mr. Mike Ruffino. He was a square dealing kind of guy. He was uh, my best friend's like that. He's absolute square dealer. It's I've on one occasion, especially coming back from Maine, I'd been blowing through it. I borrowed money from him, and I told him, but he didn't make it clear enough that he doesn't want the interest because it complicates his calculation, because he does his own taxes, his calculation of capital gains tax. And I made the mistake of paying him back with interest at a fairly high interest. I said the same as my bank would charge me for short-term loans, small. Yeah, it's not focusing very good because all the. Okay. Oh, can I reach it? There you go. Now I turn into a Smurf. But I really encourage you to watch it. I'll go back as soon as while I'm loading this, I'll put a link to it up on community posts if you want to watch it. If you want to spend 90 minutes watching a good movie. And he's really, I like it a lot because being in the English department, the way he composes the English language, and in general the way it's spoken, and the dialogue is actually interesting from a compositional aspect and stylistic aspect. But overall, it's one of those movies where nobody gets hurt really, except the bad guy. Just the greedy guy learns his lesson. All without violence. I'm getting to where I can't watch a movie where all it is just bang, bang, shoot 'em ups, beat, fight scenes, no dialogue, no nothing, no. I'm just kind of immune to that. Lately become immune to political talk. I just can't stand more than a few seconds of it. If they don't produce what's on the thumbnail immediately, I'm gone. I've watched maybe a total of 16 or 18 minutes of political talk today, and one of them didn't deliver right off the bat, and then I'm gone. So anyway, if you want a good family-friendly, feel-good kind of movie about how he's really Scattergood Baines. See, that's even the last name is kind of a bit of a trick because Bane means something negative. He's the bane of something. But he's really is Scattergood. He's like that name. And I really enjoyed the movie enough to spend a few minutes promoting it. I'll have a link up top, and I will have gotten this done in 10 minutes. I rate it, especially on black and white, 10 stars, 10 out of 10. Definitely worth the watch, especially if you have an ear for the English language and composition and stuff. Great storyline. I loved it. I'll see y'all later.